I think the saying goes, when it rains, it pours. And it can cause the undesirable effect of making you incapable of functioning or not being able to show up when you need to or do what it needs to take for your business to have success. Lately, for me in my life, we've had a series of just like super crappy things happen, to having to put my sick dog to sleep, to having a car crash, to having like economic struggles like hit the agency all in the span of like 2 weeks. And it makes me ask the question, and it's like, is it okay like if I do not show up? And here's the answer: yes. And let me show you what this looks like and like how you can make it work for you and give you permission, essentially, if necessary, to like not be there. Hi, my name is Desiree, and I'm here to help you simplify your social media life, period. And I have been asked this question a lot, and it's, is it okay for me not to post on social media? And I think that the answer is more complicated than yes or no, which is why we've warranted a video for this conversation. No, it is not okay if you don't post on social media ever. Social media plays a really important, relevant role in your business. Like, you have to show people that like you exist, why you are here, and why you do what you do, what you're great at, before and after, stories, all of the things. Like, basically, you have to really think of what's happening on your social media as like a diary or like a bulletin board, like what is going on in your business and why you rock at what you do. And while there's different paths and different ways that this looks for every kind of business that's out there, the overall thing is, though, you need to show up. Now, let's talk about when it's okay not to show up. Life happens and you need to step away from your other things sometimes. The most common, I think, and biggest example of this is like a death in the family or like a major emergency, like someone's in the hospital or something. And while I've had both of these in the last 2 weeks, I can attest, like, it's okay that I did not show up on social media. It is okay that I did not create YouTube videos or podcast episodes because my mental space was not here. I was not able to show up for you in a way that would help you. Probably just make you feel sad, honestly. It was because I would just be like, hi, this is Desiree. I'm here to help you with your stuff. Like, no one wants that girl. That's like, Des, just go take a break. And it's just one of those things that like you need to give yourself forgiveness and grace when you can't show up. Now, emergencies aside, there are a lot of things that you can do, though, to allow for yourself to not be present, but still be present. Okay, so first and foremost, your girl has an agency that can do this for you. If you're busy running your business, that's what you want to focus on. That is where that like world of expertise can exist. Like, so you can just focus on that piece and focus on your business, and like a social media team that can handle that for you and give you your presence, like that can fill in that gap for you. The second option is to batch your content. Now, one of the things that I will be correcting because of this massive issue I've had a lot actually through the first quarter of 2023 with not showing up is I'm going to get ahead on my content. I got stuck in this loop of like, I can't get too far ahead because what if things happen and blah, 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 blah. No, I missed 3 weeks on my channel. Like, that's not okay for anybody. It's not okay for you. It's not okay for my AdSense. It's not okay for future sponsorships. It's not okay for views. YouTube gets really mad about it. Like, it's a whole jam, okay? And same with my socials, like not being present. It was there, but what you can do is batch it and get ahead on it. That way you have grace for when emergencies happen. It also can be grace for you to be present when you are not present, like when you're going on vacation. Your girl has some vacations planned in this year, and my objective is to like not be on social media and to be like enjoying those things, but I still need to show up because I have business objectives and brand objectives and sponsorship obligations and all of these things I have to account for. So getting ahead allows for you to be present without being present, like YouTube videos, social scheduling, kind of. There's so many things that you can do to get ahead, and you know you have stuff. And if you just like start working a week ahead at a time, so like my plan is to create 4 videos in one set. Okay, so I release 2 a week, then I'm ahead on the next week, and then I'll be 2 weeks ahead, then I'll be 3 weeks ahead. And so I can get into this cycle of being ahead by creating 4 videos at a time. I need to get back to bulk batch recording my podcast by finding a whole bunch of people that I can interview and be like, we're doing a recording day and I really want you to participate. participate and I want you to tell us your journey and do all this stuff. That way there's not this gap in our content, right? The only thing that I need to re-systemize, and this could be like the third point, is figure out how you can systemize things so that you can't always be ahead. One of the things that I have found difficult for systemizing business is my weekly email, The Fix. And so my plan is to figure out what can I do to make sure that our news and trends are relevant, but the information can like kind of be stock and we can keep using that over and over again, like have like that plan to use over and over again so that we can get ahead and I can outsource that fully rather than having to write it and do all these other things myself, right? So batching ahead is going to be helpful. And then like figuring out like where am I having these missing links in my system, in my execution of content that is stopping me from being ahead, when something does happen, being there. So again, when the question is asked, is it okay to not show up? Yes, it is okay. Is it okay to just like throw in the towel and be like, I'm out, peace out, social media? No, it is not, because if you do not have a social presence, you essentially don't exist. So like that's the whole thing about that. Now, one of the things that's really important when it comes to your content and getting ahead is you have to be able to schedule. So watch this video right here where I review and show you how Adobe Express works so that you can get ahead in your content very easy while also creating it super easy.